generally, and we don't need to paint everyone with the same brush. But we shouldn't refer to past instances where we fail to identify terrorism as a reason to not call this terrorism because we don't like the word. So this is what I
But
see on both the right and the left. We have people pointing the finger at inconsistencies in the other camp to justify inconsistencies in their own camp. And if we continue to do that, no one will ever make progress. I also see a lot of cherry picking about certain ideals that Elon might espouse or certain things about his character, like, for example, the fact that he's a billionaire. Kamala Harris had 83 billionaires support her in the 2024 election. Donald Trump had 52 billionaires support him in the 2024 election. So people saying billionaires, this is like a curse word that's being used conveniently while ignoring the fact that there are billionaires on both sides and more billionaires on the Democratic side traditionally.
this guy is really, really good. I had posted some time ago in my community tab a video making that exact point. I said to my subscribers that this guy is one of the best propagandists that I've seen. He does a really, really good job of seeming rational and objective and reasonable and nuanced, right? I would definitely rank him as probably one of the top 5 in the country in terms of being a propagandist, being a very effective propagandist. You look at somebody like Steven Crowder, who's very effective, but he comes across as an asshole, and he's definitely, I don't think he hides how partisan he is. I mean, he tries here and there, hey, look at the sources, whatever. But I mean, overall, like, in general, people aren't looking at him as like an objective person, right? He's just a right wing or whatever. This is a guy. Number one, he's got the right complexion, right? So he's going to get promoted and supported by, people like Elon Musk and Donald Trump, right? Because he's going to be very effective in terms of a sheep herder, shall we say, right? Here's a black guy who agrees with us, right? But beyond that, he's very well spoken and very skilled in seeming nuanced. But the reality is, all one has to do is take a look at his Twitter account to see what he's all about. I mean, this is a guy posting, sort of artistic renderings of the Trump assassination in March of 2025, and a photo of like, it's like a cartoon thing of like Trump at the drive-in. Like, this is not a guy that's focused on America and Americans and regular people. He's not out there defending Americans. He's not out there talking about, people getting deported or, without any due process and the attacks on free speech, right? His whole thing is defending billionaires, defending the establishment, defending elites, right? That's what he does, right? Elon Musk is a billionaire. He does not need this guy to stand up for him, right? You have regular Americans who are poor, who are struggling, don't have health care, right? And instead of him fighting for those people, he's worried about, somebody said something mean about Elon Musk. Hey, you shouldn't attack Elon Musk because Elon Musk is actually a good guy and this and that. And now, of course, dishonest actors like himself probably going to harp on the fact that I said Elon Musk is a good guy. And he'll say, well, I didn't actually say that. That's not the point. The point is that he feels the need to defend people like Trump and Elon Musk, billionaires. Like, nobody needs to be defending billionaires, right? Nobody. Whether you're on the left or the right, you do not need to be defending billionaires. Unless you're a billionaire yourself, maybe. If you're in that club, well, that's a whole nother story. But if you're not a billionaire, you don't need to be defending billionaires. If somebody goes and says George Soros is an asshole, let it sit. Let George Soros defend himself. Somebody says Elon Musk is an asshole, let that sit. Let Elon Musk, the billionaire, speak for himself. Right? Somebody says Trump's an asshole, let Trump defend himself. We don't need to be defending elites and establishment figures. Right? And we also don't need to be lying. I'm not a Democrat, never was a Democrat, never probably will be a Democrat. Right? I'm an independent, not part of any tribe. Right? I don't associate myself with the left, don't associate myself with the right, for sure. and I don't associate myself with the center. I am a political dissident, right? I stand with truth and I stand with reality. This guy stands with lies. Case in point, the billionaire talking point. That Cenk Uygur, who supposedly is a left-wing progressive, sat there, and you know how animated he normally is. You didn't get any animation from him when that lie was stated about Kamala Harris and all those billionaires. He just sat there and soaked it in. In fact, the woman in the center, who, you know, she's playing that game, you know, she's not on the right, but she agrees with the right on some stuff. Bottom line is, she's supposed to be representing, like, you know, sort of a more left-leaning, progressive, maybe even centrist type person. And she's sitting there nodding her head aggressively to the lie that this guy's saying about Kamala Harris. Listen, I don't like Kamala Harris. If she had won, it would have been better for the country. But I don't believe she would have delivered on what she said. I think she's an awful politician. Like, this, she should stay to, you know, being a prosecutor, stay in the courts, right? I think that's her forte. Being able to answer tough questions, it's not her thing, and I don't trust her. Look at who she's married to, right? She is part of this establishment circle that this man on your screen right now likes to defend, right? She's part of the club that he likes to defend. Like, he's worried about billionaires while poor people in red states are suffering, right? But he's on here, oh, leave Elon Musk alone. Okay, let's talk about billionaires.
The reason to not call this terror.
Small dollar donations as a percentage of total fundraising. Cornel West, top on the list, by far, the most small dollar donations. Cornel West is another fraud. From what I hear, he has a good past. Apparently, he used to stand for some good things. But lately, I've been watching him. Yeah, he ain't the guy. But facts are facts. Most small dollar donations went to him. Kamala Harris, number 2 on the list, right? Oh, he wanna normalize, right? Oh, there's billionaires on both sides, and in fact, there's more on the Democrat Party side. Kamala Harris, number 2 on the list, more percentage of small dollar donations than anybody else, except for Cornel West. These are the facts. Yeah, but he's not about facts. He's about defending billionaires, defending the 1%, while screwing over the 99%, the regular Americans who are worried about health care, grocery prices, gas prices, worried about keeping a roof over their head, worried about paying their mortgage, worried about paying their rent. He's not worried about those people. He's not out there fighting about, you know, housing or healthcare. He's there, leave Elon Musk alone. Why is everybody troubling Elon Musk? He's a good billionaire. That's what this guy's doing, right? And he does a very good job. If you look at the comment section, everybody's like, "Oh, this guy's so great. He's so nuanced. Oh yeah, he's really rational." No, he's a liar and a propagandist. He's just very good at it, which means he's very effective at fooling you into thinking that he's just a objective guy. Like, yeah, the left and the right, blah 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 blah. Right? That's the words he's putting out. Oh, the left and the right. But if you watch his Twitter account, it's not the left and the right. It's the left, 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 the left. Right? They're the evil ones, right? The right wing. Oh, yeah, Elon Musk. You know, he's just trying to do whatever. And actually, you know, Donald Trump said this, but actually, what he really meant was da da da. And you got to think about Joe Biden. Like, his whole thing is pointing the left as the problem and defending the right. But then out of both sides of his mouth, yeah, the left and the right, they both do it. No. He ain't left and the right. Right? Who comes under him? Not even Trump. Under her, sorry. Misgendered Kamala Harris. Chase Oliver. Don't even know who that is. We still don't hit Donald Trump yet. Donald Trump is number 4 on the list. 2 underneath Kamala Harris. a greater percentage of Trump's donations came from billionaires, corporations, right? More regular Americans supported and donated Kamala Harris than to Trump. And think about how insane this is. In a moment that we have more billionaires in our White House than in history, in this moment, this propagandist wants you to believe, oh, the billionaires are more on the Democrat side. Think about that. In the moment that we literally have more billionaires in our government than in history. Joe Biden didn't have this many billionaires. Kamala Harris, if she won, wouldn't have had this many billionaires. Obama didn't have this many billionaires. Right? So it's not even hypothetical. Literally, billionaires have more power than ever in history. And in that moment, he wants you to believe, no, it's the Democrats who have more billionaires. And they're the ones who are, they want to talk about There's no prominent left-winger that is online defending as many billionaires as this guy. I don't even have to even look. Go on David Pakman's Twitter account. Go on the Young Turks Twitter account. Go on the Humanist Report Twitter account. Go on Kyle Kulinski's Twitter account. Even these Democratic Party shills, like Harry Sisson or whatever, the Midas touch people, right? Across the board, you will not see them defending billionaires in their social media on a daily basis. But this guy, the rational guy, both sides. Let's actually take a look at his account. So before we look at his account, these are a bunch of like left-wing or liberal Twitter accounts for the whole year. Chris Cuomo, Rachel Maddow, Jake Tapper, Schumer, a whole lot of them, right? Let's see how, if they're the ones, the Democrats, they're the ones who are all about the billionaires, right? Let's see how many times they tweet about Soros. Of course, you gotta look at context, right? They're probably gonna be tweeting about Soros mocking the right. But even still, let's see. I'm curious. I haven't done this search yet, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's see what happens. So here's this Pastor Ben guy, and he's associating Soros with Musk. So he's not defending Soros. Here's Cenk Uygur talking about people groveling to Soros. Here's Republicans Against Trump talking about Soros, again, in a negative manner, right? What do you think Republicans would say if George Soros was granted access to every American's private data? Not a single post defending the ultimate billionaire, George Soros. Now we're going to do the same search. We're going to do the same search for this objective guy who is so nuanced and clear thinking. So let's see how many times he's mentioned Musk. And whether it's a negative or positive, whether he's defending him. Very first post, he's saying about how Elon is solving government waste and fraud. He's defending a billionaire, trying to say that the billionaire is cleaning things up. If you hate Elon Musk and Tesla, would you answer these few quick questions? Here he is, defending the richest man in the world. But he wants you to think, it's the Democrats who are all about the billionaires. I mean, think about this. Literally, the most billionaires in history, that's right now. We have Elon Musk, who has more power than Congress. Right? We never seen that from any Democrat. Not even close. Imagine George Soros telling all the Democrats, you better vote with Joe Biden or I'm going to primary you. Imagine George Soros offered $1 million to people to help elect Joe Biden. We ain't seen nothing like that at all. All we can hear from right-wingers is the suggestion that, it was happening, but behind the scenes, you don't think, all just them just making stuff up. Yet they want us to ignore what is happening in a very, very serious way, an aggressive way, right in front of our faces. We're supposed to act as if what's happening now, it was the same thing with the Democrats. Right. So here he is making a video, I'm pretty sure supporting what Elon Musk is doing, Doge. Elon granted clemency to him. What do you make of that? Pro-Elon Musk. So the guy who's online literally defending billionaires all day long wants us to believe it's the other people who are pro-billionaire. They're hypocrites talking about billionaire, whatever. They're the ones, right? While I support billionaires on a daily basis, fuck regular Americans, fuck healthcare, fuck housing, right? Fuck the price of eggs. Leave Elon Musk alone, right? That's what he's talking about. But he wants you to think, oh, it's the Democrats. The Democrats who I don't like, I think the Democrats are frauds. They're weak. They have some good ideas, poor execution. Never was a Democrat, probably never will be. But they're not this, right? They're not this. Let's just look at his account in general, not even searching for Elon Musk. Let's see what he spends his time doing. Trying to downplay Trump's tariffs. Oh, don't worry about it. Trump knows what he's doing. You don't understand, right? Posting a photo in this is March of 2025. He's posting cartoon of Trump assassination, whatever, right? This billionaire guy. Oh, look at this billionaire. Oh, he's so tough. He almost died for us, for Americans. Oh, look at Trump. He looked like a nice guy. Look at him in the drive-through. Oh, but the Democrats, they're the ones who support the billionaire. Look at his account. Billionaire. Oh, don't put any blame on Trump or Pete Hegseth, right, for violating the rules and being sloppy with our national security and having a chat on some third-party app. Just really careless, putting our troops' lives in danger. Don't worry about the billionaire Donald Trump. Right? Focus on the closer to just a normal American, the journalist, right? Who was added to the list. Right? The journalist who was added to the list, he should have left sooner. Don't blame the billionaire Donald Trump. Focus on the journalist. He's wrong for being added by one of Trump's people and not leaving sooner. Right? Oh, but it's the Democrats. Right? How fraudulent do you have to be to have somebody who hates Democrats? Democrats ruined my life. Democrats destroyed my finances. And you got me? I have to be calling you out? That's how much of a fraud you are? That you have somebody who hates Democrats calling you out? Oh, but he's reasonable and rational. Yeah, he's a very reasonable guy and nuanced. Yeah, and both sides, and the left and the right, they need to... Bullshit.